Taking weddings is one of the most joyful parts of my job, and I don't mind whether people come to church often or not, whether they've been baptised or not, because it's everyone's church, and so people can come and be welcomed and have a church wedding, whatever their background is and whatever their status is.
Or we were unsure as to whether it was appropriate that we would be allowed to be married in the church, and of course we were delighted to find that it wasn't going to be a problem, and that our local vicar was very happy and in fact insisted on marrying us.
Yes, the church family were really helpful in just making sure everything ran really smoothly, from car parking arrangements to getting the flowers sorted out, and everybody kind of pulled together and made the day extra special. And it's been said that there's love in the walls because it's so old, and there's been so many weddings there, and you do absolutely feel that when you go in the church. So not only is it aesthetically a beautiful place, but it feels beautiful as well.
What makes a church wedding so special? The music, the hymns, the vicar, the venue, the powerful vows, and the love of two people coming together.
The majority of the population in the UK, they felt that a church wedding is somehow the proper place for a wedding. It's more proper. We were surprised, in fact, that it was young people and men who were slightly more likely to say that a church wedding is the proper wedding.
Before we got married, we never went to church, but we always wanted to get married in a church. So we went and talked to the vicar, and he said that we could get married there as long as we went 6 times. So we went 6 times over 6 months, so we just had to go once a month. We met the people there.
They made us very welcome, didn't they?
They made us really welcome, yeah. And then obviously we got married, and well, we've still been a few times afterwards.
People always used to live in the same place, and so we used to say, well, you can get married in your local church. Now people move around the country a lot more, and so we've changed the laws so that you can get married not just in your local church, but also in a whole range of churches that are special for you. If you've lived in a place for 6 months in the past, if your mum and dad got married in a church or your grandparents did, if you were christened in that church, then you can get married in that church wherever it is, even if you don't live there anymore.
Yourchurchwedding.org is a new website that was put together to help couples who are thinking of getting married in a church plan their wedding ceremony. It's got lots of great features. One of them is that you're able to search for your local church. You're able to go on there, put your postcode in and find your local church, and then contact your vicar. It's got a ceremony planner which helps you put together an idea of the ceremony that you want, and it has ideas for hymns and also Bible readings. There's also great advice, the 7 Steps to a Heavenly Wedding, which is a fantastic little section. Plus there's real life stories about people who've gotten married in church and have used the website, and they're passing on their expertise and their advice, which is always helpful. I'm getting married later this year, 11th of June. My fiancée Helen and I had looked at the ceremony planner, had used the advice that it was giving for different hymns and Bible readings, and afterwards we both felt a lot more at ease.
So the church was there for us, helping us in everywhere, right up till the date of the wedding. Your marriage can run into problems, and it's nice to know that the church is there for you.
It's a lovely, personal, loving thing to be able to do, to get married in your local church.
It's part of the community. They're lovely historical buildings. They're full of love. Everybody should consider the church as the first place to be married.